we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Rams. Changed since these two met in Super Bowl 34, and off we go between the Rams and Titans. And now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a toss running left, Akers. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
To his throw, pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. They'll run on first down with Akers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And the Rams are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Akers. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. His 10th rushing touchdown now on the year, number 12 overall. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Tannehill looking downfield for Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll run it here. This is James White. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 26.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And Bullock will put this one through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 65 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. On the give, this is Akers. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Tua. He'll dump this off to Akers. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. Akers has got the first down of inside. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Working with a 2nd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
A good run of 6 yards there gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And they work this well upfield across the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Now That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be fourth down. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Akers. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He completes it right side to White. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second down, they go again with Henry. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. From the gun, it's Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Tannehill on first down. This is White on the screen. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two. Shy of the 40.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Tennessee.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Second and 11. Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. Open man, this is Lewis. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. On the draw, it's White. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 121 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Tua now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That good for 19 on a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Down right around the 25. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and goal. Tua. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Throwing again here. Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Fitzpatrick on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Fitzpatrick. He'll get that out to the flat to White. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.